Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So the question of the week for this week has to do with bottled water. And I've had people ask me this numerous times, and honestly, I didn't ever really know the answer. So I kind of assumed that it was a long time. Like how, and the question is relating to bottled water is how long is bottled water good? And so I've done a little bit of research here and got the answer. And the answer is forever, pretty much. As long as it hasn't been opened, if it's been bottled within the United States in modern times and all that, which pretty much all bottled water has, then it's going to last pretty much indefinitely. So some people might ask, well, why does bottled water have an expiration date on it? And well, up to a couple of years ago, one state in the nation, New Jersey, required an expiration date to be on bottled water. And anyway, that has since ended, but some companies still end up putting dates on bottled water. And mostly, a lot of times they'll do basically like lot codes and best to buy dates and stuff like that, and they'll put those on bottled water. But the bottom line is that you do not have to worry about bottled water expiring, and that is according to the International Bottled Water Association. I'll put the link down in the description if you guys want to check that out. A couple of things that they did note in their information is that bottled water should be stored out of the sunlight in a cool, dry area like a basement or something along those lines. They also noted that that plastic bottles are slightly air permeable, which may allow for ambient air gases such as vapors from household solvents, petroleum-based fuels, and other chemicals to affect the taste and odor of the water. Now, so basically what they're trying to get across here is that if you're going to store your bottled water, don't do it next to your gas cans or something like that, because it could affect the taste of the water, although it shouldn't affect the actual, whether or not the water is good enough to drink or anything. Anyway, so when you're storing your bottled water, put it in a place that's out of the sunlight, and basically, if you do it in a place out of the sunlight, that's going to help to keep from any kind of algae or anything like that growing. If it if it was exposed to sun for a prolonged period, then it's possible that there could get some, algae or mildew growth or something like that inside the bottle. But, it's really not a concern. It's just a best practice, basically, to store it in your basement or whatever. Let's see here. They do note that the plastic, after extended periods, the water may take on some of the flavor or taste of the plastic after extended periods. However, it's still safe to drink, even though it does that. They also, talked about BPA bottles, are probably a good option as well if you get the types that use the BPA free plastic and all that. Let's see here. And then a quote from the USDA is the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which regulates bottled water as packaged food, has determined there is no time limit or no limit to the shelf life of bottled water. The FDA does not require an expiration date for bottled water products. So that's the short answer. You don't have to worry about bottled water going bad. Now, if you open the bottled water and let's say you drank it and you're using old bottles and you're refilling them with tap water or something like that, they say that you should only keep that for 2 weeks. That's according to them. Now, on a personal level, I have taken water and very rigorously cleaned out milk jugs and 2-liter water bottles, and then I basically put in, what is it, 4 quarts per gallon of drops, 4 drops per gallon of water of bleach, and then I put 2 drops in the cap of the thing as well. And I have sealed those up and stored those, and then drank it up to 2 years later, and it was perfectly fine. It actually tasted very good. It didn't have any weird tastes or anything like that. It actually tasted really, really well. Really tasted good. So I would imagine that if you do that and you're very rigorous about how you clean and rinse your bottles, then you probably could store water that you bottle yourself for at least 4 to 5 years, is just a guess. I've never tested the actual length, but like I said, I have done it, and I know that for a solid 2 years it was totally fine. But the problem with, you know, milk jugs and soda bottles and all that kind of stuff is if you don't get them fully, entirely cleaned out and free of all the sugars and all the proteins, then that is where you're going to get the bacteria growth and stuff like that over time. Now, that's why I, even with tap water, even though there's chlorination and fluoridation and all that kind of stuff in tap water, I go ahead and put in enough bleach to kill that stuff, you know, over time. And, you know, I didn't never have any problems. But just something to think about, you know, and the actual recommendation for stuff that's already been opened is only 2 weeks. So I suggest buying, you know, I like to go to like the dollar store or to Walmart and get the pre you know, like the gallon size ones of bottled water, gallon size bottles. Or I also will occasionally pick up the 5 gallon and the 2.5 gallon, you know, like for the water cooler, that kind. And that's the stuff that I store here at my house. And that seems to work out pretty well. It's really easy to stack and put in a shelf, you know, kind of back out of the way in the basement, and it'll be good whenever I need it, you know. So anyway, guys, just a quick, you know, answering the question on bottled water and how long it lasts. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you guys like videos that have to do with disaster preparedness, wilderness survival, outdoor gear reviews and all that, I definitely appreciate it if you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're already subscribed, then don't forget to click the little bell button down there. That'll send you an email each time we upload a new video. As always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.